back to Millionaire. David Garcia just got to that $5,000 threshold. Well done. 5 questions in, and that money's safe. You can only add to it. You said one of your big goals was to get here. I've heard quite literally you are half the man you used to be, though.
Yeah, in 2010, I was over 400 pounds, and I had the opportunity to meet Richard Simmons, and with his help as a friend and a mentor, I have lost 160 pounds, and I've kept it off for over 6 years.
Wow. You're over 400 pounds.
Over 400 pounds.
That's hard to believe looking at you now.
Thank you very much.
And even crazier, you actually found Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
Because everyone's been looking.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It was before all that. But
congratulations. That really is astonishing. I'm glad you're here on many levels now. And you're doing really well. You've only used one lifeline. You're at $5,000. So let's add to it.
Let's do it.
And let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Here we go. $7,000 is what this question is worth. The TV series Mork and Mindy, Dynasty, Community, and Last Man Standing were all primarily set in which U.S. state? Florida, Virginia, Colorado, Wisconsin.
I have never watched Dynasty. That's before my time. Mork and Mindy was before my time. I've seen a couple episodes here and there on cable and stuff. So those two don't help me. Community I tried to watch and couldn't get into it. And that leaves Last Man Standing, and that show, I've only seen 1 or 2 episodes. It was about Tim Allen, played a guy who ran an outdoors company, like a store, like a retail store for outdoorsy stuff. And I'm leaning towards Colorado for that reason. I wish I could confirm it with one of the other 3 shows. Now that I say that out loud, I want to say that Mork and Mindy had a lot of Denver references. I think I'm going to go with my gut and say C, final answer.
Served you well. You got it. Well done, you got it. And you got $7,000. Very well done. Now, a shot at 10,000. Chance to get to 5 figures with this question. Because it narrows blood vessels, the Mayo Clinic says drinking small amounts of which type of beverage can help relieve pain at the onset of a migraine? Carbonated, caffeinated, alcoholic, citrus.
That's an excellent question, Chris.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, you slaved all night writing that one, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Figured I'd impress you.
This also would have been a really good question for Chuck. However, I don't have that option. I don't think it's citrus. And I don't think it's carbonated, because I think that your digestive system deals with the gas in carbonated beverages before it can get into your bloodstream. So it leaves me with caffeinated and alcoholic. And guess what? One is right and one is wrong, and I don't know which is which yet. I want to say that I'm leaning towards alcoholic, and it's a little bit of reverse thinking, because I think people drink caffeine after they've drunken a lot, and that might help widen blood vessels, which might prevent a hangover or get blood flowing, make you feel better. So I'm leaning towards alcoholic, and I think I'm gonna go for it. Shoot, maybe I shouldn't.
Well, let me tell you where you are in the game, by the way.
Thank you.
Risk-reward wise, you're risking $2,000. Chance to get to 10. You still have 2 lifelines, 50-50, and you have Ask the Audience.
I have this hunch that if I were to use 50-50, it's gonna leave me with B and C.
Okay?
So I don't think that's gonna, and that won't help me.
All right.
And that would be a waste of a lifeline. And I could at this point ask the audience, but I think I've talked too much at this point. I think I've talked too much. I can't wait to use that resource, but I don't want to do it having possibly influenced people. So it is, like you mentioned, a good spot for a risk.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna go for it. C, final answer.
Well, you hear, had it narrowed down to 2. But it was B, caffeinated. It was caffeinated. And you're leaving here, David, with $5,000. Well done. We're going to come back. We're going to play more Millionaire right after this. Check out the Millionaire